Hi again, this is Charlie Mato-Toyela with another video on making and playing Native American flute. This time we're focusing on our little flute, Western Cedar flute kit here so that you can see some of the things you can do with it to make it play and look nice. We've already tuned it in one of our previous videos and have it sounding really good. And then beyond that, our next step is going to be making it look really good. And I've got some stain, if you've noticed. We're going to use an old t-shirt and just kind of apply some stain here. I've shaken the stain up, and this is Special Walnut. It's a color that I've used quite a bit in my professional life, and what we're doing is just kind of wiping it on. Like I said, I thought we would do something a little different for you to show you what you can do with this beautiful piece of wood. So many things you can do. Make sure that if you're using a stain or some other type of natural or unnatural finish, whatever you use, just make sure that you follow the directions and know what you're doing. Make sure you're in a very well ventilated area. There's so many of those instructions that we tend to forget. I know all of you always see my goggles on my forehead. They're up there because I use them all the time. Not because I don't, I promise. And believe me, I know which things are going to fly off and hit me in the face at this point in life. So many of them have. So all I'm doing is kind of rub this stuff on. You can see the difference in color here, and I'm going to go ahead and rub some of that down at the bottom too. Some people might go all out and stain the inside. I'm not one of those kind of people. But we're going to wipe this off. And look at that. Man alive, the color has changed night and day from what it was. Matter of fact, it more matches the block. This is off of one of our very special chocolate flutes that I haven't posted for sale anywhere yet, but this particular piece of wood here is a different type of wood than this. Very beautiful. If we want, we can stain this little guy too. Bloop. Check that out. The lazy way. Anybody laughing at home? I heard you. My Norwegian friends are going to be like, what is he talking about? So anyway, yeah, we're kind of crazy over here in the U.S. I'm going to go ahead and tie this block back down. I've cut in the piece of leather that comes with the kit into 3 pieces. And in doing so, we're going to use some of those pieces to decorate the flute. Thought you might like to know that. And just tying this back around here. Now this square block's kind of ugly in my opinion, but many of you may be ingenious at home and thinking, you know, I could make something else to go up there instead, and since it's just got to be flat on the bottom, there's nothing to it. Please check out some of our flute block making videos. You're not supposed to see this. You're not supposed to see me tying that with my mouth. Anyway, put the block back on, make sure it's tight, adjusted in the right way. Let's see. Oh, and something else, don't play a flute right after it's stained either, by the way. Sounds like we got it in the right place. Tastes really bad. But anyway, so we've got that, and we're going to tie some leather around it here. Just a couple of little twists. And move this can of stain out of the way just a bit. Tie the leather around it. I did not tie that with my mouth. There's a beautiful little piece of leather there. Kind of looks cool. And you could tie the next one here in between these holes, or you could tie it down here like I'm going to. I just don't recommend tying it with your mouth. It's like a old Indian habit. Those of you who know some of the ways that we've tanned skins before, chewing them is one of the ways. They used to give Indian kids a piece of rawhide to chew. They even sold them in the U.S. for a long time, back before I was born. I've seen pictures of real rawhide kids' chew toys. So decorated, beautiful flute. Man, look at that thing. Something you can make yourself. Pretty simple in my book. Might be a little more technical for some of you, but I think this is the stuff. This is really what it's all about. And once again, I'll play it for you. Beautiful sounding flute, man. Man alive. Pretty cool. And anyway, so there you have it. One simple way you can do this. I might go back and recover it with like a can of spray lacquer, or even just a water-based lacquer, but make sure you check your stain. If you're using stain, you're using water-based stain. Oil-based or water-based lacquer can go on top of it. If you're using an oil-based stain, which it's hard to find anymore unless you're in like Yugoslavia or something, The oil-based stains, you cannot spray water-based lacquer on top of it. Keep that in mind. But anyway, it's simple stuff. Hardware store people are usually pretty keen on those things. Lowe's and Home Depot here in the U.S., and you'll probably find Ace Hardware too somewhere out of the country as well. But anyway, this is Charlie Mato-Toyela with BlueBearFlutes.com signing out. Another video on making the Native American flute. And here you have a flute kit finished and really beautiful and ready to go out. So you guys take care. Please enjoy yourself making these flutes. I hope you have a good time. And if you ever have any questions, please feel free to send them to us. And we'll look forward to hearing from you soon.